I can't wait to hear how offended all of these Pokemon Go lifers are, man. These Pokemon Go enthusiasts. People that have gotten so attached to a free mobile game that came out less than a month ago that they're gonna send me hateful comments on my channel because I broke up their circle jerk. But I have a motto. If you are afraid of having a controversial opinion on YouTube, you might as well just go back to your safe space on Tumblr, you pussy. I mean, the worst kinds of people are the ones that come to my channel and they're like, Mike, I loved your feminist video, man. I fucking hate feminists. I want to turn their safe space into a gas chamber and watch the lights leave their eyes. I just hate feminists so much. Oh, the current year. Don't have a safe space. Oh, the current year. LOL, all the pussies on Tumblr, am I right? But these are the exact same people that come here, and if I say something bad about a game that they have a hard-on for, ooh, baby.
Oh, baby, a triple. Oh, baby.
Ooh, baby, they get triggered. I mean, don't be a hypocrite and make fun of feminists and all these people that claim to have safe spaces, basically just the pussies of the internet, and then get offended when somebody says something about a game that you kind of like. Because you know what that's called? Having a fucking safe space. But I know a lot of you probably realize I've already made a Pokemon Go video talking about how I thought it was the introduction of the apocalypse. You see, 1 second you're catching Rattata on the sidewalk, and the next you're walking off of a skyscraper to catch Mew. I mean, it just seems scary, right? Everybody is walking around downtown. People that haven't left their house in years are going downtown to catch fucking virtual Pokemon. I mean, it seemed like the apocalypse, right? So I had to make that video, and then some people took it way too seriously. But seriously, I thought this was kind of the apocalypse. I mean, I think half of me was like, Mike, this is gonna make a dank video, bro. Pokemon Go, the apocalypse, this is gold. But then the other half of me was like, fuck, Mike, what if I'm actually right? What if this is the apocalypse and I'm not doing anything about it? See, I don't often say that I'm wrong, but in this particular instance, I actually think that I was wrong about Pokemon Go being the apocalypse. Oh, really, Mike? You really thought it was the apocalypse, you fucking retard? Okay, I realize that was a joke video, but what I'm saying is I think the hype is dying for this game. I mean, Niantic was onto something big. Pokemon Go was huge. Everybody was playing it. Fucking old people on the street were coming up to me asking me about this game. I was going downtown and I was seeing everybody catching Pokemon. I'm not even in a big city and I was seeing crowds of hundreds of people playing. I mean, who would have thought with everything going on that the one thing that was going to bring everybody together was Pokemon Go, if you're not including the team warfare. And I know that I've made jokes before like, oh, you picked Team Mystic, dude? You suck. You picked Team Instincts? What are you, like Hufflepuff or something? But if you're actually taking it that seriously and talking bad about like Team Mystic and all the other teams or whatever team you didn't pick, you need to go home, slap the chicken tendies out of your mom's hands and take a chill pill, for God's sake. It's a fucking freemium game, bro. Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what team you are, everybody is a loser. But yeah, I mean, Nintendo stock was skyrocketing, everybody was playing this game, it seemed like nothing could kill the hype. I'm pretty sure this was like the most played mobile game of all time. But anytime there is this kind of hype surrounding anything, eventually people are going to complain about something. So people had some valid complaints about Pokemon Go. I mean, the step system actually sucked. I mean, all of a sudden you're playing Pokemon Go and a Dragonair silhouette pops up in the lower right that's apparently 2 steps away, right? It's like, what, 50 feet away? So you move a little bit to the left and all of a sudden it's 3 steps. And you're like, oh shit, all right, I'm gonna move to the right a little bit. Oh, it's 3 steps again. Okay, well maybe it's behind me. Oh, 3 steps. Okay, well it's the last direction, right? This is where the Dragonair has to be. So I'm just gonna follow this direction. It's gone. If you're in rural areas like neighborhoods or by your house, there really is no Pokemon. There's no diversity, at least. I realize that the point of the game is to leave your house and go places and try and catch, different kinds of Pokemon throughout your city, but I literally have to leave my neighborhood to play this game. The only Pokemon I've ever caught in my house is a Zubat, and I have to go out in my driveway and down my neighborhood just to catch Pidgeys and Rattatas. So unless your idea of a fun game is catching Pidgeys, Rattatas, and cave herpes, you're probably going to have to go to a different part of your town to catch anything good. I mean, there is nothing in the rural areas. I mean, let me just be brutally honest with you guys. Like, it takes a lot for me to get out of my house. I would much rather be sitting at my computer on YouTube watching cringe compilations than go hang out with friends downtown or something. I promise you that. Like, I'm not just taking a walk through my local park with my phone and then I'm like, oh, I might as well check Pokemon Go, right? No, this is seriously something that I plan in advance. I'm like, God, I gotta leave my house. I guess I'll go downtown at like 5 o'clock, play a little bit of Pokemon Go, I'll pick my route, and then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna sit my ass back down at my computer. I feel like I'm saying that word weird. But even when I go downtown in the most diverse areas of my city, there is still no diversity in the Pokemon. Sure, now I can catch Drowsies and Clefairies and the occasional Vaporeon, but where the hell are these people getting Dragonites? And this isn't even counting how buggy and ridiculously broken the game was at launch. It would constantly crash on me. Sometimes I would throw my Pokeball like a Rattata and it wouldn't even move, and then I would have to close the application, go back in, and I had like a 50% chance of it being there. This isn't something that just happened occasionally. This was something that happened all the time. But oh my god, you guys, Niantic just released an update. They're gonna fix everything. This is beautiful. Maybe they're listening to the community. Maybe they finally are gonna make Pokemon Go the perfect game, and it's gonna be the apocalypse. I just imagine the lead developer of Pokemon Go just looking at the list of everything that everybody wants in this game. Oh, I see people are complaining about a lot of things in this game. You know what we're gonna do? Nothing. Legitimately, probably the number one thing that everybody wanted fixed in Pokemon Go is the step system, okay? We wanted to track Pokemon more accurately, so what do? Well, instead of fixing it, they just took it out of the fucking game. It's not even in the game anymore, I promise you. Just go and look at Pokemon Go right now if you haven't played it yet. They took that feature out. Like, are you serious, Niantic? There was a buggy feature in your game that a lot of people wanted fixed, and your solution is just to take it out of the game in general? I mean, shit, imagine if every other developer in the industry treated their games like that. Hey guys, the dog companion in our game, like, he's just acting up. You think we can maybe patch his behavior? Just take it out of the game. Okay. Hey man, this building is looking really blocky. I feel like the textures aren't loading properly in our game, so we might want to fix it. Just take it out of the game. Just take the building out of the game? Hey guys, another successful launch of Call of Duty. We sold 1 billion copies of Infinite Warfare, but we realized a lot of these guns in multiplayer, they're not balanced. So let's go ahead and let's rebalance all of the guns in the multiplayer. Just take them out of the game. We can't take guns out of the game. It's Call of Duty. What is the game going to be without guns? I said take them out of the game. So in addition to not fixing anything that we asked for, there is also no battling trainer feature. There's no trading Pokemon feature yet. I mean, honestly, I wanted the battle system to be revamped, but it's not looking like that's going to happen anytime soon. In the 90s, we got to pick from 4 moves that had different effects and all kinds of stuff. And now in 2016, we have the option of tapping for move A and holding down for move B. Jesus, is this the downward slope of gaming? I mean, the only people that have gyms anymore are all the people that have like 2,600 Snorlaxes. So say you had a 70-hour work week last week and you didn't have time to play Pokemon Go and you're still stuck at level 13. Well, I'm sorry to inform you, buddy, but there is no way that you are ever going to be able to take on a gym now. All the people that constantly grind this game now have a monopoly of the gym system. So instead of people having leveled gyms where everybody level 10 to 15 can battle for the gym and everybody 15 to 20 can battle for a gym, it is just completely broken because all of the level 25 and higher are taking over all of the gyms. This isn't the main problem with Pokemon Go right now. I mean, people are understanding about a game getting fixed and they know that it takes time to patch things. I know that it takes time to patch things and I'm not looking for all of these features to be added in the next week. I mean, I'm a Bethesda Games fan. I know that those games aren't even functional until like 16 months after release. But Niantic has stated nothing about this game. Like right now, thousands and thousands of people are tweeting at Niantic, tweeting at Pokemon Go. They're asking all kinds of questions about what they can expect from future updates, what's going on with the step system, and they might as well just be sending those tweets to Helen Keller. Jesus, Mike, another Helen Keller joke? Can we take it easy for a week, please? I mean, right now, I'm completely convinced that the Niantic developing team is just a bunch of squirrels trapped in a basement or something. We've never seen them, we've never heard from them, so how do we know they're not squirrels? Shit, maybe they're just kidnapped right now and they're being forced to make Pokemon Go by Nintendo. Who knows? Maybe Reggie Fils-Aime, the CEO of Nintendo, kidnapped Marina Joyce, kidnapped a bunch of other developers, and then they made them all make Pokemon Go. Help me. But really, I guess you could just call this like a Pokemon Go rant video because I'm just sitting here complaining about the game. I'm sorry that I'm a little salty that I'm taking 2 hours out of my day to go catch Rattatas and Pidgeys downtown. But let's look at some of the other terrible features they added in this update. They're basically canceling all third-party support. Like, sorry, I downloaded a Pokemon Go GPS so I could find where all the non-Pidgeys, non-Rattatas, and non-Zubats are in my city. I mean, there's only so many Pidgeys you can see on your Pokemon Go screen before you fully commit suicide. They also just completely destroyed the catch rate. See, this is what happens when you have a free game and they have to charge for Pokeballs. All of a sudden, it's a lot harder to catch Pokemon, so you have to buy Pokeballs. Wow, Niantic, thanks for being so player-oriented. I swear to God, like 3 hours ago, I was driving to the grocery store and I decided to play Pokemon Go to see how the new update is. See, I had heard that the catch rate sucks, but I think I just wanted to try it out for myself, so I clicked on a Pidgey in the parking lot of this grocery store. This Pidgey was legit like CP71 or something, like just a complete pussy Pidgey. I didn't use any berries, but I did use a Great Ball, tossed it at the Pidgey, shook twice, broke out of the Pokeball, and it legit ran away after the first breakout. So not only is the catch rate completely diminished, but Pokemon also run away most of the time now. Like, Niantic gets you hooked in this game, just invested in Pokemon Go, and then all of a sudden they make it impossible to catch Pokemon without spending a bunch of money on Ultra Balls. Like, sweet. Are you still thinking that freemium games can work? Now, this is the part of the video that's going to get a lot of people butthurt. This is the most most controversial opinion that I'm going to have in this entire video. And I'm not trying to get people butthurt. Like, I'm not trying to just be a dick about the game. I had some fun with it, some real fun. Like, I caught a lot of Pokemon. I've got like a Lapras. But I have to be honest about this game too. And the brutal honesty about Pokemon Go is it just doesn't have a lot of depth. Like, frankly, it's just boring. There's only so much you can play of this game before it gets old. I mean, when the only place that you can battle is a gym, and even then the battle system is really boring, there isn't much you can do with the Pokemon that you're catching. And I think in future updates they can add a lot of content to this game. I just don't have high hopes with the direction that Niantic seems to be going right now with the game. And this isn't coming from a Pokemon hater by any means. I fucking love Pokemon. I mean, I'm replaying Alpha Sapphire right now for like the 4th time, and that's not even counting like the 9 times that I beat the original Ruby and Sapphire games. I'm stoked for Pokemon Sun and Moon. They look sick, which I hope that there's a lot of people out there like me that grew up playing Pokemon and are now disappointed by Pokemon Go. Like, shit, you guys, we should be playing the actual Pokemon games. They're classics. You don't even have to have a 3DS. You can find your old Game Boy. You can get an emulator. Like, there are so many ways to play Pokemon right now. I promise you these games are still good. I just wanted to share some opinions about how disappointed I am with Pokemon Go right now and how I think that the hype is very much dying. I mean, I really do hope that they fix this game. I hope they add a lot of content. I hope they make it really fun. I hope in like a month this is a completely different game. I mean, I know I can seem pessimistic at times in these videos, but I promise you, like, I'm really hopeful and excited about video games in general. I mean, I have been hyped up about No Man's Sky for so long, you guys. I've been waiting forever for this game. I think it's going to be awesome. Oh, I guess a guy bought the game off eBay early and said it sucks. All right, well, time to go kill myself. So Pokemon Go is out now, and it's all I hear about anywhere. It doesn't matter if it's Facebook or Reddit or 4chan or the center of meme distribution